Danny is a 27-year-old actor, YouTuber, born in New York, moved to California when he was 2, lived there until he was 12, moved to Tennessee when he was 14, and then moved to Puerto Rico. Moved to Tennessee when he was 12, stayed there until he was 14, and then when he was 14 moved to Puerto Rico, lived there for 7 years, and then came back to New York City when he was 20. So Danny's kind of from all over. Danny lived in California. He had this really huge garage, and his mom was a professional salsa dancer, so she would oftentimes use that garage to rehearse and like bring her dance partners over, and just remember watching her doing that. When you're a kid, it's very like, wow. What is Danny doing with his life? I just think that that's just a stupid question. It's like, what are you doing with your life? You know, I'm living. That's what I'm doing with my life. Worry about yourself. Because Danny thinks that everyone is on their own journey and on their path, and if something, there may be sometimes when you look at someone and think that they're not doing anything, or that that's not going to lead to somewhere, but you really don't know what their journey is, or even what they're trying to get to. So, you know, who are you to say what someone should be doing, or if something is a waste of time? You know, just because it's a waste of time to you doesn't mean it's a waste of time to somebody else. So that's an annoying question. Definitely energetic, with a big heart, very talkative, but they also would say that Danny really cares a lot about people, that Danny is a person that if he does consider you to be a friend, he will do anything for you. He will always pick up the phone. Like, you can call him at 4 o'clock in the morning, and even if he's sleeping, he will answer the phone if he hears it, if he's not in like a deep sleep. He's always there for a conversation when you need it, you know. Yeah, very like loving too, I think. So they would say good stuff. Slightly annoying sometimes, but it's part of the package. Danny's ideal way to spend a weekend would be, just relaxing, but like with friends probably. So it would probably starting the day off, go to the gym, get my like endorphins running, get nice and energetic, and then do something like kind of outdoorsy, like maybe like ride my bike or go to the park. And then during the evening, Danny likes food a lot. So we would go to like a great dinner, something like sushi or pasta, anything that just tastes great and has a little bit of spice to it. That's awesome. I don't think there's anything that Danny would not admit to liking. Danny's kind of that type of person that, you know, he likes who he likes. It's just if you don't like it, then that's too bad. I mean, there's certain artists that maybe Danny doesn't talk about much just because he feels like you may not know who they are. Like maybe some like K-pop groups, or like there's this one K-pop singer that I really like named Ailey. She's cool. She's got like this big, huge, like Whitney Houston type voice. Danny likes her a lot. Yeah, so maybe that, but yeah, I ain't got no shame in any artist. You can click on any artist on me and I'm not afraid. Be like, oh, you like this person? Yeah, he does. What? Danny, to hype him up, has to listen to some like, maybe like old school R&B or old school Lil Kim. Yeah, How Many Licks? That's a great song for me. Not like for the reason that you might think. It just gets Danny really pumped up because it gets him very energetic, you know? How many licks do you love it. When Danny wants to calm down, he has to listen to something. There's this artist that Danny likes to listen to named Yuruma. He's a Korean pianist. He's great. It's like really awesome when you just want to when you're feeling some type of way and you kind of just want a little bit of an escape. Danny also really likes to listen to a lot of musical scores, like anything that by like Hans Zimmer or like James Horner, things like that. Just anything that will put him in a very specific type of mood, feeling a little bit melancholy or nostalgic. Danny does not have an all-time favorite artist. Danny has a lot of artists that he really enjoys in each genre, but it's nothing... Danny doesn't have anything that's like, oh, she's my queen or he's my ultimate artist. There's quite a few people that I like really enjoy, so no all-time favorite artist for me. There's no one. No all-time favorite artist for Danny. Danny's favorite piece of clothing. Danny really loves like knit sweaters, anything really cozy. So fall is great. My favorite piece of clothing is this really huge turtleneck sweater that I got off of this Korean website. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Danny likes wearing that a lot. And it wasn't that expensive. It cost like 60 bucks, but for the size that it is, Danny thinks it was quite worth it. Yeah. Danny has, as you see, kind of olive tan skin, so anything that's like coral or beigey types of colors I find looks really good on Danny's skin, so yeah. Danny likes to wear that out. Danny's favorite color is actually orange, but you gotta be careful with orange. You can't always wear that because you might cause attention that you don't want. Yeah. Danny's favorite clothing brand. Danny doesn't have a favorite clothing brand. There's certain places that if Danny had more money would probably be his favorite clothing brand, like John Barbados. Love their style, their kind of whole feel that they got going. Danny really enjoys that, so if Danny were a millionaire, I think John Barbados may be his favorite clothing brand. One day. Yeah. Well, Danny buys clothes whenever he can afford them, which means not often. But Danny's going out, you know, it's, if Danny sees something and he really just thinks it's worth it, and if something's expensive but Danny knows he's going to wear it, then he thinks that that's a smart purchase. If you're going to spend $200 on a sweater that you're going to wear once, that's a waste of money. But you know, if you're going to spend $200 on a sweater that you know you're going to wear that all the time, then it's not really a waste of money because you're going to get your money's worth out of that. So, whenever he can afford it. Yeah.